I want to thank everyone here to celebrate the life of my papa, who most of you know is David Miriam Blinson Jr. But to my sister and I and our children, he was our papa. Papa was born on September 8, 1926, to David Miriam Blinson Sr. and Florence Stansel Blinson. Papa was the youngest of three sons, as he was a late-in-life baby. His brothers were Loomis and Darius. Growing up, Papa had a good life. It wasn't until he was in his teens that he experienced the first loss of his life. Papa's brother Darius was killed in action during World War II, and he is buried in France. Papa graduated high school, but during his high school years, Papa met the love of his life, Barbara Lorena Sutherland. After Mommy and Papa graduated from high school, they were married on May 19, 1945, and their only child, Tommy Darius Blinson, my daddy, was born on February 21st, 1946. Papa and Mommy worked hard at the steel mill for years and eventually bought a house inside the city limits of Clayton, North Carolina. They raised Daddy in the house all the way through his elementary, middle school, and high school years. But in 1963, Papa's mom, Grandma Flora, passed away due to complications of a stroke. In 1968, Papa's dad, Grandpa David, passed away due to complications of a stroke as well. Through it all, Papa's faith helped him through the tough times. Not long after this, Papa decided he didn't want to work at the steel mill anymore. He ended up owning and operating his own business, driving trucks, and Mommy worked at Nationwide Insurance. In 1969, Daddy married his first wife, Juana. Out of this marriage came Papa's two granddaughters, Margaret Angela, born in 1970, and Dolores Michelle, born in 1975. With Daddy serving in the U.S. Air Force and with us living in different states and countries, Papa wasn't able to see us as much as he would like to, but we would visit when we were able to, including Papa and Mommy going to Italy to visit us. In 1980, Daddy and Juana divorced. However, with Daddy serving in South Korea, Papa stepped up as the male role model and became like more of a father figure while Daddy was away. In 1989, Papa decided to retire to keep up, and then he was able to keep up with Mommy's never-ending honey-do list. In the fall of 1993, Papa was diagnosed with prostate cancer. With his options that he had available, he opted to have the surgery. In January 1994, Papa had the surgery. It was deemed successful and he was cancer-free. In the next several years, Papa had different types of basal cell carcinoma in different spots on his face and arms and shoulders and back, and he was able to have those removed. On February 19, 1998, Papa's world came crumbling down. Papa's and Mommy's only child, my daddy, Tommy, he passed away unexpectedly from an enlarged heart. After this, Papa took on the role of granddaddy to the two great-grandsons that were toddlers at the time, and eventually granddaddy to his great-granddaughters who were not born yet. Papa's heart never fully recovered from Daddy's passing when on Christmas 2008, Mommy was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Mommy fought a hard and courageous battle. However, on July 27, 2008, Papa lost the love of his life, his wife of 64 years, Mommy. Through the loss of his only child and wife, Papa held on to his faith. There were several facts Papa kept hidden from most people, except for a few family members. and close friends. Those facts were he had been battling diabetes and he had been battling different forms of cancer. On December 28, 2017, Papa passed peacefully after a courageous 25-year off and on battle with cancer. Papa was 91. Papa is survived by his daughter-in-law, Sylvia Blinson, his granddaughters, Angela and Bill, or her husband Bill, Dolores and her husband Jay, and his step-grandson Brian. His 4 great-grandchildren, Andrew, Jonathan, Elizabeth, and Caitlin. Numerous nieces and nephews, sister-in-laws, brothers-in-laws. And in closing, Papa wanted his 2 favorite Bible passages in this poem read. This poem is called Remember Me by Joey Bagley. Fill not your hearts with pain and sorrow, but remember me in every tomorrow. Remember the joy, the laughter, and the smiles. I've only gone to rest a little while. Although my leaving causes pain and grief, my going has eased my heart and given me relief. So dry your eyes and remember me, not as I am now, but as I used to be. Because I will remember you all and look on with a smile. Understand in your hearts I've only gone to rest a little while. As long as I have the love of each of you, I can live my life in the hearts of all of you. The first of 2 Papa's favorite passages is called a Psalm of David, which is Psalm 23, and this is where Papa got his name from, is after David in the Bible. It says, The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Papa's other favorite was 2 Timothy 4:6-8. For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them that love his appearing. Papa asked for these scriptures be read from his Bible that was given to him by our daddy. Thank you for being here with us to celebrate our Papa's life.